Hello children, I hope you all are fine. You all are watching video lesson and according to this video lesson, you will complete your assignment. In this expectation, today we are going to start Science 13th chapter Sound. So children, read the lesson properly. And this one, whatever the question I had given in assignment, you will get all answer. So children, in last video class we had completed 13th chapter first part. Now today in this class we are going to continue sound. That's why first we will see how sound is heard. So children, in last class, we heard the type of sound. After that, we had learned different types of medium also. Now here, children, in the previous video, we have seen how sound is produced. So today, we will see how that reaches to our ears. Then, we will see sound in different medium. In the end, we will learn something about noise pollution, right? Because in this chapter related to sound, we are having noise pollution also. So children, in last class, till here we had completed, that is acoustics. Children, here now we are going to continue with this further part. First, how is sound heard? So children, here before this, first we had made the list of all the type of sound. In that we had seen some sounds are soft, some sounds are loud, pleasant and unpleasant sounds. All these type of categories of sounds are there. Next, what we did, that what this one unpleasant sound we identified with a different example. Correct, no? Maybe you are not remind that the sound by which we get annoyed are called unpleasant sound. Isn't it, children? When parents are shouting on you, what you are feeling? Means when they are angry on you, and that sound is unpleasant, you are feeling unpleasant. Then that one is because they are talking or they are shouting on you, means that's why that is unpleasant sound. Or if someone is shouting very loudly, that is unpleasant sound. So children, the sound which are heard easily are loud sounds, and the sounds which cannot be heard unless we listen attentively are soft sound. Means some sounds are loud and some sounds are very much loud. Two types of different are there. Next one, what we had completed, that is source of sound. In that we had seen the object due to which sound is produced is called the source of sound. The science of sound, resonance, production, propagation and effect of sound is called acoustics. So children, here acoustic example, which one is belongs to our body, we had seen. After that, the vibration of the vocal cords in our larynx or voice box produced sound. Therefore, till here we had completed, and today we did the revision of this chapter sound. I hope whatever points we had taken you understood properly. So, without doing any moving here and there, directly we will move to our this one topic, how sound is heard. So children, as we are seeing, there is air around a source of sound. As the source of sound begins of vibrate, the layer of air nearest to the source also vibrates. Because of this vibration only, students, we can hear. A wave of vibration of that sound spreads in all the direction from the source of sound. Such a wave is called a sound wave. The sound waves reach our ears. Because of this one, we can hear. There is a delicate diaphragm or eardrum in the cavity of our ears. It starts vibrating too. The sensation produced by this vibration are passed on to the brain through the nerves in the ears. Through the nerves means through the brain's nerves we can hear that sounds. That sounds comes first in our brain nerves in the ears, then we hear the sound. I hope this sound is heard, how we are hearing the sound, that one you understood properly. So children, here we are going to see next topic, propagation of sound. First example, take two balloons. Fill air in one and in other balloon fill water. Press the balloon filled with air against your ear as shown in the picture. Rub a finger on the balloon and listen to the sound. Repeat the same activity with the balloon filled with water. Then here when you will do that experiment, what you are going to observe. So children, here question is given, through which balloon do we hear a clear sound? Which type of two balloon you have taken? First one water balloon, second one air balloon. So which balloon sound we can hear clearly? So here children, if you are observing, then we hear a clear sound of the water balloon, isn't it? If you don't know and you can't observe, then you can do this experiment easily in your home also with the help of your parents. So children, here which one we had filled up water, that balloon sound we can hear very clearly. Now our second example is, stand at the end of a big table and make a friend stand at the other end. Ask the friend to knock lightly on the table. You will hear a fan sound, correct? So next what you will do, you press your ear to the table, ask the friend to repeat the knock. What difference do you notice? First, you stand near the table. After that, your ear you have taken nearby the table. In which position you can hear the sound very much clearly. So, now I think you all understood the example. Sound travels in the form of waves through air, water or through a solid and reaches our ears. Children, which medium I told? First air, second water or third one solid. Sound is propagated more clearly through a liquid than through air. It is heard most clearly through a solid. Means we can hear better in solid. Next point, transmission of sound occur at a different speed through different mediums. Transmission of sound is faster through a liquid than through a gas. and faster through a solid than through a liquid. Children, listen properly. We are having three medium: air, liquid and solid. First point, transmission of sound is faster through a liquid than through a gas. And if we are comparing solid and liquid, then the faster through a solid than through a liquid. So, now this one, propagation of sound. In this, sound is said to be propagated when sound waves spread in all directions from a source of sound. The medium of propagation of sound, that is the substance around a source of sound through which sound waves spread, is called the medium of propagation of sound. So children, sound and related to sound, all points you understood. I hope so. So children, now we are going to move for our further question. Question is there in your brain power. If a bell is hung in a vacuum container, will its sound be heard outside? So children, here what will be your answer? If a bell is rung on a vacuum container, that sound be heard outside? So its sound will not be heard outside. Then, now next one. Observe and discuss. As we are seeing in our picture. Now, this one, from our picture, what we are observing? Which of these sound is pleasant? Which type of sounds are there? Here, the type of sounds are this one, children are making or children are playing with a toy. Next one, singing of the girl is there. Next one boy is making sound. So out of all this picture, which of this sound is pleasant? Of course, when the boy is playing with a toy, that sound is also disturbing to others. As well as that boy is shouting very loudly, that sound is also disturbing to us. Then, which sound is giving the pleasant sound? So, that girl who is singing, that girl's sound is giving the pleasant sound. Now, second question, which sounds are nuisance to people? Nuisance means very much loud noise by shouting or by screaming. Boy moving and walking with a toy, that one is making a loud noise. And that boy who is shouting, that one is also a nuisance sound. Next one, noise pollution. A loud sound is harsh to the ear. Such sound produce noise pollution. So children, here what do you mean by noise pollution? Continuous noise which has ill effects is called noise pollution. So children, what we are going to observe from this picture, which one is there in your textbook, page number 94. So children, here question is there, make a list of all the sound implied in the picture. So what we can observe from the picture? So children, here we can observe that first one, chirping of bird outside the house on the tree. Second, if you will observe, collision of two vehicles, honking of the vehicles. Next, one baby is crying. Next, father talking on the phone. See, so much sounds are there in this home. Next one, brother playing in the house, jumping here and there. Sister playing the drum, hitting the drum continuously. Next one, sound of TV. Grandmother is seeing the TV, and that sound of TV is also continuously we can observe in this picture. Dog barking. Mother talking to the neighbor. In one room only, so much sound is there. Now, our second question related to this picture. How would this atmosphere affect a person who is not feeling well? So children, as you all are observing this picture, in this picture much sound is there. So this atmosphere is not convenient for a patient who is ill. Suppose someone is not feeling well, then of course this atmosphere is not convenient for a patient who is ill, and he cannot take rest also because of this much sound. So children, third question, would you be able to study in this condition? Suppose if you want to really study, then of course you will say no, we can't study in this atmosphere. But if you don't want to study, only you want to hold your books, then of course you will say yes, in this atmosphere you can study. So children, suppose this question related to you only. Third one, would you be able to study in this condition? You want to study, that's why your answer will be no. Students cannot study in this condition. They cannot concentrate on their study because of much more sound is there in this room. If you want to study, then your room's atmosphere should be cool and no noise should be there. So children, here next one, the situation shown in the two pictures on this page number 94 are often seen around us. Some of the sound they depict are pleasant while others are harsh. Very loud or continuous noise has adverse effect on the people of that locality. Their learning, their hearing may get impaired, which can even lead to deafness. It can also cause restlessness, irritability and mental exhaustion. So children, one cannot work with concentration. They will disturb every time. This kind of continuous noise, which may have ill effects, is called noise pollution. So children, from all these examples, you much more better understood that what you mean by noise pollution. And when noise pollution will be there, we can't concentrate in our study. Even you can't concentrate any of the work. So noise pollution occurs when we hear one or many sounds harmful to the ear. Now next one, here some points are given regarding measures for preventing noise pollution. How we can prevent noise pollution? So children, first point, as far as possible, we should avoid blowing the horn. Second one, as from this picture also we can observe. Second one, the volume of the TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the programs. Third point, vehicles should be maintained properly to reduce the unnecessary sounds they produce. Next point, factories, airport, railway station and bus stands should be located at the proper distance away from residential area. Because of this continuous factories work, airport, railway, every time trains are also coming and going. Because of this one, what happens? The residential people will be get disturbed. Because of this one, our residential place should be away from all this part. Next point, planting of trees helps reduce noise as trees act as a natural barrier. So children, today whatever we learn, I hope everyone remind all the points. So children, here always remember one point is there, some of the sounds that we enjoy can be a nuisance for others. It's correct. We are feeling that sound is very good, but maybe others are not feeling that sound good. That's why that same sound will be nuisance for others. Next one, here it is given, believe it or not. Birds like the robin and the woodcock can recognize the sound of an earthworm in the soil. Find their prey. They are searching their prey in this way because they can hear the sound. This is because their hearing organs are very sensitive. Some of this one we had completed first point. Birds like robin and woodcock, they are having very sensitive sound. Some species of grasshopper produce a sound by rubbing their legs together while flying in the air. Third point, the flapping of the wings of the bee or the mosquito produces a humming sound. Everyone, we all heard that the humming sound of mosquito and bee. Now next one, what we learned from this chapter. So children, from overall lesson, what we had studied, that first point, which one we should learn, that is vibration are required for the production of sound, isn't it? If sound is there, means first vibration is there, afterward sound. Next one, a medium is required for the propagation of sound. Which type of medium we had learned? Air, liquid and solid. These three type of medium is there. Next point, sound is propagated through gaseous, liquid and solid mediums as we discussed earlier. Next, noise is disagreeable, irregular and loud. Next point, noise pollution occur due to continuous noise. Noise pollution has adverse effect on our health. If some patients are there in our home or in our neighbor also, then we should maintain that area because of the patient. Next one, heavy traffic and industrial areas cause the maximum noise pollution, isn't it? Heavy traffic plus industrial area, all these areas are also cause the maximum noise pollution. Next one, next point, noise pollution is a social problem. Next, and this one we can control. It is necessary that everybody takes measure to prevent noise pollution. Next point, blowing the horns of vehicle is prohibited near places like school and hospitals. These rules should always be followed. So children, here we had finished our 13th chapter, sound. And I expect that you all understood all the points related to this chapter. So children, read the lesson thoroughly and whatever question you got in your assignment, write that in proper way. In proper notebook, A4 size notebook. In that notebook, write all the answers. So children, God bless you. Be happy, healthy and safe. Thank you children.